Good evening and welcome to the Links Golf Cup 2018 from a rather cold and snowy East Lothian. A big congratulations to everyone who made it through to play. Your reward, of course, some of the very best golf courses in Scotland, if not the world. It takes real dedication though to come out in weather like this. It takes even more dedication to be out on the practice range 2 hours before everybody else. Harry Russell. Well, I wonder if that will pay off. Everybody else still in their beds, I think. But Harry out going through his 4-hour routine. But eventually the snow did begin to thaw a little bit. And with a little help from the greenkeepers and some sunshine, the rest of the players could come out and start their warm-ups. And oh dear, bad news for Pete Fotheringham. He's stuck. He's just trying to... No, I think he's stuck. Well, what have we here? The famous Shug Crawford, and he's chatting to Mike, the starter. Well, they're looking at his phone. Well, there's only one thing that Shug can be looking at on that phone. Yes, new trousers. Well, I'm not sure if any of those are quite loud and scary enough for Shug. He's looking for the scariest trousers online. Yes, both of them agreed. None of them crazy enough for Shug's legs. Oh dear, Pete is still stuck. Can he... Yes! Oh, well done. I thought he might be there for some time, but he won't be trying that again, that's for sure. It's all about making yourself feel comfortable on the course. Neil McKinven's doing that by practicing his putts from 18 inches. Well, I guess if it builds up your confidence, you've got to know your own game. Now, out onto the course. The fourth, and I love these shots, golfer, flag and camera in a straight line. James McDonough here, this ball should come straight towards us. Halfway towards us into a big bunker. But still, straight towards us. And, oh, yes, well, he's out with Angus Cow. Now, Angus watched James's shot, and he doesn't want to make the same mistake. So he's gone with a 3-iron, and he'll be delighted. Definitely not short of the flag, not short of the green, not even short of the cameraman. Just a little bit short of the next hole, but a tremendous power there from Angus. Yes, and well, that's a good wedge back again, and oh, well, we're back with James. And James, well, he's going with the putter to get the distance just right, and the distance is exactly right. Perfect weight, although that does appear to be absolutely miles wide. Yes, confirmation, absolute miles. Good for weight though. Now out to North Berwick, and well, things were warming up a little bit. And things always warm up when Anna Major is on the tee. Hardly a breath of wind. She can really launch this opening drive. Or just roll it right along the ground. Whatever suits you. There's plenty of room here at North Berwick. And, well, no matter what you think of the technique, that ball is safely down the middle of the fairway. The 18th fairway, but still on the fairway. Now, well, here we are with Neil McKinven. We saw him practicing those very short putts. I wonder if it helps from 12, 15 feet. No, it doesn't appear to. And oh dear, well, he's left himself that. That looks slightly more than 18 inches. Yes, and he wasn't practicing anything beyond 18 inches. And he's having to stop and go through his full routine. Well, it's what the pros do. It's a pretty sensible thing to do. You know, if you stop, mark the ball, the chances are you're going to hole it. Well, the chances are, well, he's left himself 18 inches there. That's the putt he's more comfortable with. But we're going to have to move away. Down to the second tee in North Berwick. Tim Gleave aiming way left. He certainly doesn't want to hit the water. And he's certainly not going to hit the water. He might hit that game coming down 17 though. But I think they've managed just to survive. And the safe route there for Tim Gleave. Now we can move out to Kilspindie, and Dave Lefley having a real good look at the stroke saver. He's very studious when it comes to his approach play, but he's been struggling a little bit today. He's missed a few greens, so he's having a real good look at what the stroke saver advises. He's chosen his club accordingly here on the 16th. Not too much wind here. This was day 2, and well, the thing is, oh, he's made good contact, but he sprayed that. Well, he followed what he saw on the stroke saver. Unfortunately, he was looking at the stroke saver for North Berwick, and this is Kilspindie. Well, perhaps he's just trying to move straight onto the 17th and get the course behind him, because it has just not clicked for him today, unfortunately. Now, back to the second at North Berwick, and Stephen Innes going left-handed today. And there's his line up over that red marker. He's trying to cut the corner just a little. Oh, well, I said that was his line. It looks like that red stake was actually what he was aiming for. And he's just asked if we can show a replay to let everybody see it again. No problem. There's the stake. Now listen to the impact. You give him that. Oh, he could try that another 900 times and he wouldn't be able to hit it. Amazing accuracy. And, time to move back to the first now. And just short of the green, Simon Wilkinson. Now, he's very used to missing the green, it has to be said. And he's developed his skills accordingly. A nice little Scottish pitch and run. And that's what you like to see. The ball just nestling up right next to the flag. And there's another ball in the background, not quite nestling up to the flag. And, nice shot from Simon, but, that was played by Carmen McLennan. She's been working on her power, and she hasn't worked out quite how to control it yet. And she's off to pick that ball up somewhere near the beach. Now, 16th Kilspindie, Gary Player, dresses in black just like the man, and quite likes finding the bunkers just like the original Gary Player. So much so, he's out a bunker, and straight into another bunker. Well, I think he's taking that namesake stuff just a little bit too far. Gary Player wasn't always in the bunkers. Oh, back with Carmen. And, she's launched another massive hit. This first hole now playing about 632 yards long for Carmen. Just has to learn to control that power. It's the same for Dustin Johnson. Now, move it out to North Berwick in the second, and Derek Pettit. He's almost in the rough, but he's still going with the putter. And if you ask me, that's too much club. Just managing to hold the green from about 4 yards off the green. Derek, an old friend, maybe he should have used his rangefinder. But of course, that's the kind of thing you do when you're not putting and you're halfway down the fairway. David Bowles there. Well, my mistake. No, even with a putter in your hand, it's obviously important to get your rangefinder out. Well, I don't think I've ever quite seen that before. But David, he's played a lot of golf in Scotland, obviously, because he knows exactly what he's doing, and that is a pretty impressive result. Just a little bit short, but, obviously the rangefinder doing its business. Nicely played by David. Now, Adam Gray not bothering with a rangefinder and going with a very lofted club. He's looking to try and stop this ball quickly when it lands. Up it comes, and there's the check, and the ball stopping. Stopping halfway short to the green. And, it's a good idea to stop your ball once it's near the hole. Now out to Kilspindie and 15th, and Michael Wise. Beautiful drive to the middle of the fairway. The sun coming out, he's in his shirt sleeves, and that's straight down towards the flag. Everything falling into place for Michael Wise. Look at that. What a magnificent shot. One of the best we filmed here this week. Fantastic stuff. Now out to the second, North Berwick, Martin Hanks. An old friend of the Links Golf Cup. Martin, we've seen some good performances from him over the years. Now he's just trying to... Oh dear, he got a forward bounce there. That was unlucky. And the ball just powering through a little bit. Well, one thing about doing something like that is at least your playing partners can learn. So, Steve Darrick, he's watched Martin's shot and he's learnt absolutely nothing, as his ball has basically exactly the same. In fact, that's gone even further. Perhaps, Steve, you should start paying attention to what's going on around you. Might help you in the long run. Now, back to Kilspindie in the 15th. We saw that magnificent approach from Mick Wise. And in goes the birdie putt. Yes, quite right to celebrate. Nice to show some good golf. We don't often get the chance here. Now, back to the second. And Steve Darrick, his first putt came up short. Oh, and he's pushed it wide. Oh, dear. And what you need now after something like that is... it'd be nice to get some reassuring words from your playing partner, perhaps. We've all been there. Just an encouraging... little hard luck, or well done, or just put it behind you. No, nothing. Okay, we can move out to Kilspindie and Steve Hall. Steve, very emotional player. A bit like Sevy, plays with his heart on his sleeve, and didn't notice that huge bunker on his approach here at 15. And like I say, he's an emotional guy, and he'll be disappointed with that. I'm not quite sure how it's going to affect him. Back there at his bag.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh dear, the clouds are descending. Oh, and he's going back. If only there was somebody there to have a nice kind word with him. Yes, well, come on, let's G each other up. It's time. Oh dear. Well, at least they haven't actually fallen out, I don't think. Whereas Gary Player, well, I think he has fallen out with his playing partners. Here he is in the bunker again, and oh dear, yes, he's trying to take them out. Well, just managed. Well, the ball went through both of his playing partners there, and they have escaped unscathed. But that was definitely an assassination attempt. We can move back. Oh dear, right. Okay, Steve Hall. David Bowles, his playing partner. Steve knocks away a good drive, and David Bowles is going to try and lift his spirits here. A kind word, maybe a high five. It's a great drive. Yes, he's offering the high five, and Steve, not interested. No dear, we haven't lifted him out his depression yet. Well, best probably to move on back to North Berwick. And here we have Stephen Leach. Now Stephen, just missing. And well, picking up. That's the great thing about a Stableford competition here at the Links Golf Cup. If you're out, if you're not scoring, you can just pick the ball up. And take it on to the next hole. And here we have Stephen again. And he's just missed. Well, maybe tap that in. No, he's not getting any points. He's not getting. In fact, we've got some footage of the last time Stephen Leach won a golf tournament. Yes, there we go. He's grown the full beard now instead of just the moustache, but it's been a while, so perhaps he needs to work on some things in his game, perhaps power. Speaking of power, here's Gary Martin. Now that is power. Believe it or not, that was just a putter. Fantastic power. All the way through the green, halfway to Craigie Law. And Gary Martin, and he's out with Gary Norris, and the problem is Gary is a very easily influenced player, shall we say, and he's seen Gary Martin fire it through the green, and Gary Norris just can't help but join in. Oh, well, here we have Gary and Gary Martin. Well, he's dropped the putter, too much distance on the putter, so he's gone with the 8-iron. Yes, he can't hit that 8-iron nearly as hard as he can hit his putter, and somewhere in between is just the right distance. Now, well, there was a lot of good putts that went in, people who worked the putter well over the last few days, and Dave Leffley knocking that in. No celebration there. I'm hearing that's for a 7, that'll be why. Colin McMoreen, and there you go, there's an example. No matter how short or insignificant the putt, celebrate. That was for 1 point, a bogey, but still the celebrations. Eddie O'Donnell from just off the green here at North Berwick at the second. Straight in, and there's celebrations as well. That's more like it. We're beginning to get some decent celebrations, some decent putts going in. The putter is the most important club in the bag. Thomas Hoss. Now, Thomas here at Gullen, and in it goes on the 5th, a tricky hole, and he has conquered it. And not just one celebration, but a delayed second celebration to the massive crowds watching. That's what we like. Now, a very difficult putt here for Darren Woods. 17 kill Spindy. Some distance away. But just dropping in beautifully. These putts are flying in. We're not getting any celebration from Darren. He obviously does it all the time. No, perhaps not. That's more like it. Fantastic. And Adam Gray back at North Berwick on the second. Well, the camera angle doesn't show it, but this is the longest putt of all, and that is in, and just watch the celebrations. Well, I don't understand not celebrating that. That was a long putt. Oh, well, actually, yes, now I remember him back on the fairway, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I wonder what sort of handicap he's got that he could still think he might score some points. No, he's just given up. He's waiting on his playing partners. Far too many shots to count. No, actually, that's 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, well, the putter helping him out, but not towards points. There's only one man we need to know about this tournament when it comes to putters, Rob Vine. Tee, green or fairway, he uses the putter. This was him last year, on the 5th tee, on Gullen number 2, out with the putter, and it didn't work. But I tell you what, Rob is a man who perseveres, who never gives up. That was the wrong shot, that was the wrong club. Fast forward 12 months and here we have Rob Vine. Surely he's not going to do the same again. Well, he's still got the putter in his hand, believe it or not. The last one scubbed straight down the middle. This year, away off to the left. And as we leave Rob to try and conquer his putter game that takes him round all 18 holes, it's time to say goodbye from the 2018 Links Golf Cup.
Round it goes to Craig Williamson Rob.